Folks, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. Porsche today from Airbox, Almost Real. So this is a new casting. They are starting to do some race car stuff now, which is very cool. And I have some stuff to compare it to. So there's that. I also did pick up this motor helix, the Honda NSX R GT. Very excited for this one as well. That's all I got for this one. I think I have some mini DTs coming as well. Anyways, yeah, so Airbox, Almost Real. They have this collaboration with Absolute Racing. This one was from Suzuka 1000Km 2025. So actually quite a recent event. It hasn't even been a year since this event took place. So very excited for this. And depending on how this one turns out and how it looks, I will also pick up number 1 and number 2. I think they're going to have like a separate series or like separate line for their race stuff. So this is number 3, but then on the bottom right here it says 00100 0001001. So like that makes it look like it's the first one, but it's the third release, I guess, like number 3. Anyways, so yeah, Airbox. Really excited for this. I also do have a mini GT version right here. And these might not all be the same exact versions of the 911, but they should be close enough that we can compare them. And then I also have a Tarmac Works, of course. And these are all like recent 911s as well. And then also a new addition that we very recently got was this Spark. So I've got these 3 to compare it to right here, and hopefully soon, within the next week or so, I will get my Trends Hobby pre-order in, and they also have the Porsche 911 GT3R. So we will have 5 brands doing this casting now, which is really cool. And 3 of them are all pretty new. Well, Sparky isn't new, but their improved quality and lineup is new. So lots of new additions to the collection as far as race cars go. But anyways, let's get this one cracked open. Yeah, I really am still trying to find a good deal on the 2 blue ones. I really like them. I know some of you guys have them and have recommended them. And I do want to get them. I don't really want to spend the prices I'm seeing them for, because retail price for these is about, I believe, about $26 USD, or just like around that $25 mark. I got this from RC Mart for $24 and plus shipping. And so not a bad deal at all. I think $24 for what I've seen in like the pre-photos, like the pre-production photos and like the renders and stuff. I definitely think it's worth it. And for those of you that don't know, RC Mart now sells Airbox, Almost Real. I think just their 1/64 scale stuff, but we'll see. And now they also just added Kiloworks too, which is a new upcoming fully licensed brand that is also going to be doing a lot of really cool race stuff. So RC Mart is expanding their portfolio, which I really do like. But anyways, the packaging for this is really nice. It's just themed with the car. It's got just a render of the diecast on the front, the Airbox and Absolute Racing logos. Again, that number 3 right there, and then the name of the car. On top, same thing, just the sides. And then inside there is an acrylic case as well. And then you have the back angle of the car on the back, the scale. And then on the bottom right here, it doesn't have the like the print of the Porsche logo or anything or a sticker, but it is officially licensed. So I guess this is all they're saying right here, but that's good enough for me. Airbox is super trustworthy. So, but yeah, there's the rest of the information back here if you want to take a look. So yeah, let's take it out and see what's up. All right, so just an empty cardboard box now. And, oh, okay. So it does come with this little second place plaque because I believe this car took second place. And then it also has this little card, has a QR code right there. I'm pretty sure that takes you to Almost Real's website. So pretty cool there. This isn't the first one that I've opened that has these cards. I think all their regular releases do. So pretty cool. Kind of similar deal to like what Tarmac Works used to do, but they don't do it anymore, I guess. But anyways, so here it is. Again, acrylic case, and then the base right there. We're going to go ahead and take this one off. It's just held on with a single screw and then a couple tabs to keep the car aligned, just like pretty much all other acrylic cars. Nothing really new and exciting there. The base does look nice. The acrylic and base seem like just, you know, normal quality like everybody else does. The base is colored and themed with the car, which is nice. And then it has the name of the car as well. And then AR box on the bottom. I'm just trying to show everything because this is the first race car that I've shown from Almost Real on the channel here. So I'm trying to be a bit thorough. And yeah, and then in this little baggie, there's this plaque, which I don't think like slots into the base, which for some reason, for like from the like the photos they use for like the listing, like the stock photo, this is sitting on the base for it. And so I was kind of maybe thinking that it would be attached to the base or have like a little like rectangular slot for it to sit in, but it does not. It is just a little stand. But it says SRO Motorsports Group Asia and the 2 for second place. Hopefully that's right. Don't know what else the 2 would be for because this is car number 7. Anyways, so here is the car. Overall, first impressions, it actually seems pretty damn nice. It seems very nice indeed. The base is metal, so that's the first thing I want to point out. That is kind of becoming a big thing for me, is that we're in 2026 now. I think all race cars should have tire printing, and all diecast in general should have a metal base. That's just my opinion on it. But anyways, metal base, which is very nice to see. Has the name of the car on the bottom. Okay, so this is the 992.1 version. Has AR box right there, made in China. Not a whole lot of detail on the bottom, but it doesn't need a whole lot of detail. This is probably pretty accurate. Nice rear diffuser detail. But anyways, it's got very nice weight to it from that metal base. And just looking at the livery and the paint and everything, it looks very, very high quality. I want to take a close look and see if they use decals, though, because a lot of times these newer brands that get into like making more complex liveries and stuff do use a lot of decals. So this big part on the side right there with the number box and Almost Real, that is a decal right there. I think this Porsche logo down here is a decal. I would assume like the stuff on the wing is decaled. There might be some other stuff too, but I'm going to be completely honest. A lot of it does look printed. And it looks really good, actually. Like, even though on the side it's decals, they're very well applied. You have to get them in bright light at just the right angle to really tell that they're decals, which, if you're going to do decals, that's the way to do it. There's a lot of brands that kind of struggle with it. Even Tarmac Works struggles with their decals sometimes. But, yeah, the livery looks really good. I really like this yellow, white, and black theme on it. It looks awesome. So, and if I remember correctly, I think it was this one. It's this livery is actually based on one of the old Porsche racers. I can't remember if it was a 956. I think it was a 956. I'll have a photo up on screen right here. I think this was kind of a modern take on that old retro livery, which I also think is really cool. And now we need AR box to make that version of that Porsche to go alongside this one. I think that would be awesome. There was a lot of throwback liveries at Suzuka last year. It was really cool to see. I think there was like a pink pig. There was this one. I think there was a couple other ones too. So yeah, really cool. But yeah, overall the livery and everything looks really good quality. And tire printing, really nice looking tire printing. So Pirelli P0. Nice. It's very legible. It's not grainy or anything. Very nice prints there. And as you can see, it does have brake details. So that is really nice as well. Love to see that. And if you were noticing, I've been kind of spinning the wheels a little bit. I do believe that this one does roll. So let's give it a test here. Yeah, that rolls. It's not the smoothest roller ever. It's not going to roll as well as this Mini GT right here. In fact, I think even the Spark version does roll a bit better. Yeah, the Spark's pretty smooth, but it rolls. It actually rolls quite well. Back wheel gets hung up a little bit here and there, but it actually rolls a lot better than I was thinking it would. So this is not going to be like a Tarmac Works Hobby 64 where it's just completely static. I mean, on this one, my back wheels spin, but the front ones do not. So like this doesn't roll. Well, I guess it halfway rolls, but some of them don't. So definitely good for those of you that like the rolling aspect of it. I know there's a ton of you out there that have to have your models rolling, which is totally fair. I'm not necessarily one of those. It doesn't bother me if a model is static. But yeah, it rolls. Really nice brake details. It's got slotted discs. It does have calipers in there, I believe, but they're just done in... Actually, they might actually be done in black. It's very hard to see. Let's look at this back one right here. Yeah, the caliper looks black to me. So very nice. It's like a shiny black paint, nice metallic silver on the actual rotors. So that is cool. And then the wheels themselves are a really nice glossy black, and they have the center lock in the middle. I had a little bit of a debate with one of my buddies about it because he was saying that the center lock in these wheels are part of the actual axle, and I was kind of disagreeing with him. Let's see. It's going to be really hard to tell, but to me, it looks like that is spinning with the wheel. Yeah, that's definitely spinning with the wheel. So yeah, I don't think that's part of the axle. And when you pull out and push in, yeah, that's all just one mold. The wheel is just one mold. It's not part of the axle. Which even if it was, it would still have been designed pretty well in my opinion. That center lock looks really nice, especially how it's painted and everything. But yeah, that is definitely not part of the actual axle. That is just part of the wheel mold. I don't know. I think he needs to get his eyes checked. Yeah, that's definitely part of the wheel mold. I'm just checking all four so I can have this as video evidence for our debate later. But yeah, no, that's definitely part of the wheel mold. But yeah, the wheels look awesome, and then they also have, it looks like just on the back wheels they have the triangle on those spokes, which I believe they do that to show where the air valve is. Wonder why they don't have it on the front one. I'm assuming that's pretty accurate. Let's zoom back out a little bit. That was really up close and personal. So yeah, wheels and tires, amazing. It rolls really nicely detailed. Yeah, this is impressing me so far. Here's the front end view. It does have a nice print. It might be a decal. Yeah, that could be a decal, but it's got a really nice feel cap right there. The headlights actually look really nice. Pretty clear acrylic with some black going around them, which is pretty standard. That's pretty much how everyone does these Porsche headlights. And then black plastic behind there, but they do have the LED details painted onto the actual like housing back there. It's a little bit hard to see with the reflection of the light. It's easier to see in person, but yeah, you can see it a bit better in there. There's some nice bulb detail in those headlights. So that is awesome. The front grille doesn't have a lot of texture on it. Not as much as some of the other brands, but it does look good. I like the Absolute Racing logo up there. The little side canards look good. Front lip, there's no carbon fiber or printing or anything on the front lip, but I think that is fine. There's some Pirelli logos, some Porsche logos. AR Box Almost Real. And as you can tell, AR Box was one of the main sponsors for this car, which I think is really cool when diecast brands get into like sponsoring cool stuff like this. I think it's awesome. So yeah, Porsche on the windshield banner with the number 7. The windshield wiper is not a separate piece. It is just molded into the windshield, but it is painted black. It's painted pretty well, and I actually do prefer when they're molded into the windshield because sometimes, like on some of Tarmac's, I think these are molded into the windshields, but there's some Tarmac works I've had where they're separate pieces, and they are very fragile. I've broken one in an old, expensive model before, so I do like to see them molded in. I think they did a pretty good job on it as well. Interior looks to be mostly black. I can't really tell if there's any detail in there. I guess it'd probably be good if we take it apart, but that just looks black to me. The roll cage is like a silver color, maybe more of like a gunmetal gray type of color, but everything else in there looks black. The rivets around the windshield look really good. They're all painted silver, which is awesome. I really like this texturing on the white stripe that goes over that window as well. The names of the drivers, of course. Absolute on the roof. Again, more rivets around that escape hatch up there as well. Looks really cool. And then the back windshield I thought was interesting too. It's got more of this like polka dotted texture on it, kind of like on this stripe right there. It looks like it has it on the whole back window actually. I'm not sure what that's for, but it does kind of look cool. And then a little yellow stripe going across it with Absolute in the center. Yeah, very cool. Nomads. Very nice paint quality on this one, I will say. And then the wing has the carbon fiber on top with almost real. Their carbon fiber printing is actually looking pretty good here. I do like that quite a bit. It's printed carbon on the bottom, which is nice to see with the Absolute Racing logo. And then the sides just look like they are gloss black. And then it's got another sponsorship on the side right there as well. More sponsorships back here. And coming around to the back, you can see we do have acrylic taillights, very nicely detailed. So it's clear acrylic, and then they have some red like molds running through that acrylic. And there's actually two little separate pieces on each side right there, which is awesome. Typically, most brands just do that as one solid piece on each side, so that's very nice to see. Porsche lettering looks good. The carbon fiber on the back also looks very good, going over the exhaust. The exhausts are just black, which I wish they were silver, because I think typically most of the exhausts are silver on these, or at least some sort of like metal color. Like Spark got it like a gunmetal. Tarmac Works does it in silver. And then I think even Mini GT does it in silver as well. Oh no, they do it in black as well. They just do silver on the exhaust tip. So I guess that's one little thing I wish was a little bit more detailed, but I still don't think it looks bad at all. You have the LED indicator in the center right there, and then the Pro and the number 7, little red arrow that would be pointing towards a tow hook, which it does not have. I think sometimes, yeah, the Tarmac Works typically do have the tow hook right there, photo etched metal. I think it's okay if it doesn't have it though. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And then I think there's only one more thing I wanted to point out, and it's that the wing supports for this are not metal. They are just plastic, which is looking at like the stock photos and for it and everything, even the blue ones, that is one thing that I wish they would have done. Is I wish they would have done a photo etched metal wing support like Tarmac Works does. These, because they've got the spacing in between them. I don't know that they're more sturdy than plastic, more like break proof, but it looks better. I think that I can definitely argue that the metal ones look better than the plastic ones. But that's kind of a small nitpick. But it would definitely make the model look better. And like the upcoming Trends hobby that we'll look at here soon also do have photo etched metal wing supports, and they're like Mini GT priced. And they also have opening parts. Yeah, that's going to be a fun video. But anyways, it's very nice. I'm actually very impressed with it. This is in my opinion, this is kind of more of the quality that Tarmac Works Hobby 64 should be. Especially because it's around that same price. Now, I'm not saying the Hobby 64s are bad in any means, but I definitely think that these almost reals are going to be a very good option for race cars. One other thing I will note, it does not have any antenna on the top. The real car might not have had it on this particular one. I'd have to look at the blue ones and look at real photos as well and see. But the Tarmac Works Hobby 64 does have the antenna, and so does the Spark. So these two have it. The Mini GT and the Almost Real do not have the antenna. So there's that. And as far as scale goes, it looks spot on with all the other ones as well. I think they're all very, very close. Which all these brands are pretty much true to scale, and they all look basically identical size up next to each other, at least lengthwise. Maybe a little bit different in width. It's a little bit hard to tell though. But yeah, very nice. I'm very impressed with this, and I think I'm gonna have to get the blue ones now because they are very cool. So yeah, lots of differences between them. Mini GT is definitely the cheapest here. These IMSA ones typically go for about $15 retail. You can find them cheaper depending on who you shop with, but just say $15 on average for this. It's good. It's got tire printing. The wheels on these Porsches don't look the best to me for Mini GT. But then you kind of step up to, I think this is the next cheapest at about $22. It's got really nice tire printing, a little bit better wheels than the Mini GT in my opinion. It's got the antenna on the top. It's got metal base. So this, in my opinion, is very close to Mini GT quality. Maybe a couple things are better, a couple things are worse. Like this one did have just painted taillights, whereas Mini GT does acrylic. But I think these are like pretty similar quality. And then the Hobby 64 and Almost Real are kind of in that same exact price range. I think as a model that people will enjoy more, I think the Almost Reals are better, but I think both of them are good for the price. But Tarmac Works does seem to have lots of quality control issues. Like you can see this wheel right here is kind of funky. Their decals and stuff can be quite weird as well. So that's kind of the comparison. I think all four brands are making a good product as far as at least this casting goes. And I just noticed I knocked the antenna off that spark when I was handling it, so I'm gonna have to very carefully glue that back on. Just breaking stuff all the time, it feels like. But anyways, I think they're all very good for the money. Very impressed with this AR box. Very excited to see more race cars from them, because this is very nice. Very nice indeed. This is yeah. This one might sit on my desk up there for a while, because I really do like this one. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Enough rambling. I know you guys have said that you don't care about the rambling and you enjoy it, but yeah. Very nice. I like it. I think they're definitely worth collecting. Keep an eye on RC Mart for those, as RC Mart does sell stuff for very good prices, and this one did qualify for their free shipping program, which is good. Good to see that their AR box stuff is going to be like out the gates, because like their Tomica stuff a lot of the times does not have free shipping available. So very good to see. And yeah, I think that's about all I have today. But I'm very excited to see the Trends hobby, and we'll have to pull these four back out for that review as well. So very excited. Lots of Porsche from lots of different brands. I love it. We're starting to get some competition here. We really are. Especially, like, I think these are going to rival Tarmac Works pretty damn well. So yeah, very excited to see. Going to be lots of cool stuff upcoming. So as always, appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.